Welcome back to the Go Deeper podcast. Today, we're going to talk about loyalty. We're going to talk about it from multiple facets as business owners, how we've created loyal customers within our business, but also how we have really leaned into loyalty to just do good, support other people, and just stay true to the mission and not necessarily the price. And I think loyalty is really a lost art in our culture. I think a lot of people want what is fun, fast, cheap, and easy versus being loyal to people that have either poured into you, being loyal to other local businesses in your community, or just being a loyal, good person in general, I think is something that's been thrown by the wayside. So let's first dive into maybe how have we created loyal customers within our business? What are the things that we learned early on that we needed to do? Where did we maybe learn those things at, and how has it impacted us sitting at almost year 20 in both of our businesses?
Well, I think that building loyalty starts with, like, first of all, like what you saw growing up and how, like, maybe your parents done business with some of the same people for year after year after year. I saw that growing up, and I still do business with some of the same people that my father done business with. And
that speaks volumes.
Right. And this is, I'm 40 some years old. And this, first of all, price don't always matter to me if I know that person's going to go above and beyond the call of duty. So somebody may be cheaper, but then are they going to do it the right way? Because I want the right way, not the cheapest way. And there is a big difference when you're doing construction, or me being in the fitness world. Is that diet or that training person know what the guy who's been doing it for 40 years has? Now, that guy might not look the part, but that doesn't mean he don't have the knowledge. And so to me, I truly feel like that we are in the Amazon world, that people want it cheaper, faster, better, but that is not always the way to do things. So as far as being loyalty, I've watched you for years nurture, literally almost 20 years, your real estate clients. You're constantly birthdays, reaching out, all kinds of things. I wish, honestly, I was better at that like you are. But tell me.
You do it in different ways.
I do.
And I think that's the thing, any business owner, you have to just create a loyalty culture around your business that keeps people committed to you. And I think a lot of people look at price, which is a cheap, lack, not abundant mindset, or they look at value. And even though this may cost you a little bit more over here doing local business, if you're a business owner especially, what is the value that buying something and it costing a little bit more going to give back to you? It's not just cost, it's value. And I think a lot of people miss like the compounding interest of what loyalty can bring you, especially if you're a local business owner. You know, it can bring you referrals. 100%. It can bring you repeat business time and time and time again. You know, and in our world where we're both entrepreneurs, we have businesses and clients that can potentially buy from us every single year in some capacity, whether it's a new house, an investment property, whether it's referring other people to us. In your gym world, there are people that buy new gym equipment every single year too.
Sometimes every other month.
Every other month, you know, so how do you set yourself apart when you're in a world where there's a lot more exposure to competition than what there used to be? I think it was easier to be loyal back in the day because there wasn't the internet, there wasn't Amazon, there wasn't fingertip access to other options. There was only one option. And if you didn't buy there, you didn't get it.
Correct.
So you had to create relationships with those people and become loyal to those people because there was no other choice. Where now there's a lot of places to buy and sell houses. There's many ways to do it.
Tons of people to sell gym equipment.
I was going to say, a lot of people you can sell gym equipment from.
The way I've always done it, and I always preach this to all my clients, is that if you become one of my regulars, they know that it may not be listed for sale, but that person's going to be priority. And I'm going to look after them, not just on price, but being able to acquire the equipment. And I've had some of the same customers, you know this, almost 20 years, who they don't call nobody else for gym equipment. And it's not just based off price. Yesterday, a guy called and needed a belt squat. I literally had it paid for, done, ready for shipping yesterday afternoon. Now, the truck didn't arrive yesterday afternoon. It arrived today. But he literally, that was a 1-day turnaround time. I think he was very impressed, and he wasn't one of my normal regular customers, but I bet money he is going to see that and be like, because he texted me like, thank you so much. Like, that was so fast.
When you go above and beyond
Yep.
and you do, what's the terminology they use for it? Do more than what's expected. You under promise and over deliver.
Correct.
That's what creates loyalty within a business, because it's the experience. It's oftentimes we'll pay more money to have a higher level experience.
100%.
And a lot of people would. You know, when you pay for something that, let's say you could have paid $50 for it, but you paid $20 for it and you had a horrible experience. Sometimes like you regret, I wish I would have just paid $50 for it and had a good experience.
Do you remember when we used to go to the airport before Clear and all the TSA stuff?
Yeah.
And I would say, if the airport just had a VIP line,
like the nightclub.
And I was thinking from a nightclub background, each person who didn't want to wait, charge them $20, $40, whatever the number.
It's a thing.
So many people would pay. And then all of a sudden we get this thing called Clear at the airport. It's basically more of a VIP cut the line service. It's not always based off price.
No.
I get this all the time in my world. Gosh, Stephen, you answer the phone every time. Of course I do. You'll take my money 5 minutes later and ship out sometime same day. Yes, that is what separates me from the rest. I do not procrastinate. I'm going to go instantly, make the sale, and ship out. I don't want to be weighing on my conscience at night.
No. And I think we both operate our business like that.
Right.
We're quick to answer, quick to respond, quick to move, quick to make things happen. We're doers. We under promise, over deliver. We make things happen.
Sure.
That's what makes people loyal to you. They're coming to you with a need, and your job is to meet that need. And if you go above and beyond, like, you have a client for life. But there's things that you also need to do that keep them committed to you. And it is, you have to consistently provide value to them in some capacity so that they continue to choose you versus other people.
Sure.
And in my real estate world, we do things like a free market analysis for our clients every single year. We do client events. I think one of the most valuable things I probably hold as a real estate agent is I have been doing it so long, but I have a huge list of vendors that no matter if somebody needs their house painted, a new roof, crawl space work done, we're just well networked.
And is your vendors, Amber, people who've done business with you usually?
They usually do my own stuff. So I know they're going to
They've referred you business,
They've
right?
referred me business.
Correct.
But the people that I refer people have already done work for me. They charge a fair price.
Right.
They show up and they get the job done. And they really replicate the brand that we represent. And there's value in that. It's an experience. So we don't just sell houses. Like, we help you forever.
And we help grow your other businesses.
Yeah.
We want to see you succeed too. And that's what I think. This is many years ago.
Yeah.
You know this. We've done a lot of things at our house that you know for a fact that we could have bought it online cheaper or whatever. But I always ask somebody this question. If somebody got a piece of equipment from me 2 years ago and it has no warranty, if they call me, I will put them on the phone with one of my techs or FaceTime. We had to FaceTime somebody this morning, completely free of charge, because even though I will still try to help you, go buy something online 2-3 years later and see if you can get some help for
customer
it.
service number.
But let me tell y'all something. When I call one of my people, they sometimes come to my house the same day.
Yeah.
And if they can't fix it, they try to fix it.
Well, if we had people, and we do have those people in our life that helped us when we were at zero, right? We were new business owners. We were at zero, and they poured into us. They encouraged us. They sent business our way. They helped us grow our business. You know, I've created almost what's like my top VIP people that have either referred me business or are vendors of ours that refer us business. I pour into those people consistently,
Of course.
because they helped me build my business. They were almost like business partners.
Sure.
That aligned with me, not financially, but aligned with me and believed in me and trusted in me and sent me people. So if somebody in my sphere were to come to me and say, hey, I need a financial advisor, I need a dentist, I need a general contractor, I have my people that I'm going to send them to. And the reason why is because those people send people to me.
Sure.
And it's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. We collaborate, we're aligned, we have similar values, we run our businesses very similar. We even have a similar maybe sphere of influence. It can exponentially help you grow your business.
Right.
And the easiest people for any business owner to work with are personal referrals, where somebody has sent somebody to us because they also had a great experience.
Correct.
They don't walk in and interview us. We don't have to earn their business. We already earned it from their friend's experience. And when you start to do that time and time again, over and over, and you start to have people just share your name in the community, your business can grow exponentially quick.
Well, I get this a lot lately. Oh, Stephen, you don't post that much equipment anymore, because my referral business is so big that people literally are calling me from a referral and they're like, Stephen, I need this, and this.
Yeah.
And I don't have to sell myself.
Right.
They actually already know everything about me. They've been following me for years. They just haven't done business with me till the other gym owner told them, like, Stephen's my guy. And they're like, oh, gosh, I've been following him for 4 years. Let me hit this guy up. And then if they got a good referral from somebody they trust, it's what you said. You don't have to sell. You don't have to anything. And then you over deliver and they get that equipment 3 days later to California. And they've been waiting 6 months from another vendor. I didn't have to cut a deal. I didn't have to do anything because I just over delivered on the time. Because you know me, like, I want it now. And honestly, I'm willing to pay for it.
Most of the world is, though.
Yeah.
It's the world of Amazon has conditioned us to not be patient and to not be loyal. And us as business owners, knowing that people have choices, we do have to pivot. If you're not doing business that way, you need to be doing business that way. Because I think we've seen our entrepreneur friends have not pivoted and adjusted to the times, and their business shows.
Sure.
If you're in a business world right now and you're not filming content, or you haven't been filming content, like, you're already behind. This is value. Even this podcast, this is not monetarily benefiting us in any way from the podcast. It
costs us money every month.
It costs us a lot of money every month, but we're giving value to people, which then makes people loyal to us whenever somebody thinks about selling real estate or gym equipment, and I think
just life in general.
That's what I mean.
Tell everybody real quick, Amber, which has nothing to do with this podcast, the heartfelt messages we get.
Yeah. I think we both are in spaces where people are vulnerable anyways. Real estate, they're usually buying or selling for some reason. Happy, sad, mad, whatever it looks like. I think the gym space is a place of healing for a lot of people, whether them as gym owners find healing in owning the gym or whether they're going to the gym for their healing. So we're both, I think, in spaces anyways that allow us to be vulnerable with people. Sure. And I think just our platforms and us honestly being vulnerable and sharing our hardships, getting on here and talking about it in depth. We probably shared it surface level online before, but it's created so many people to reach out to us. And sometimes, like, some of the life's hardest moments, I know even recently, like, I've had phone calls or text messages where I'm probably one of the only people that know what's happening in somebody's life. And in real estate, that's already happened anyways, but I feel like it's just happening more.
Sure.
And when you can be there for somebody and be loyal to them and be a person that they can trust and lean into and confide in life's hardest moments, like, they'll never forget that. And I just want you to sit and think, like, when was the last time you went through a hard moment? And who was somebody that you confided in? And it was somebody that never said a word to anybody else, but just poured, like, love, grace, wisdom, biblical knowledge into you. Like, you never do forget those people.
I agree.
And we're grateful that we're both in careers where experiences like that can happen quite often for us. And I'm grateful for it. To me, that's what gives us so much more purpose and meaning in our business. Like, we're not just selling gym equipment to sell gym equipment. No. We're not just selling houses to sell houses. We're not just doing this podcast to do the podcast. Like, we want to make an impact. And that in and of itself makes people loyal to you. And it's just who we are.
Well, I think sometimes people get the perception that's like, also, if somebody is not loyal, they get upset or whatever. But I think you got to give them reasons to be loyal, in the sense of, like, why should they be loyal to you if you didn't do a good job, if you didn't provide the services? So many times I'm doing business with people, and, like, I've sent them 10 quotes, and I just posted this the other day, and you're hounding me for the quote, and then you literally ghost me for a month. Now, let's flip the script around. Do you think that I'm going to be loyal to you when you didn't even have the decency, after blowing me up for the quote, to not even reply thank you or, hey, Steven, I can't afford it. I respect anybody if you don't want the equipment, but don't blow me up to do the work. And then you don't even talk to me or you buy it from somewhere else.
Well, I think there's loyalty and there's value.
Right.
And you can be loyal to people. That's built over time once people see your value. But I think so often in the world, you're either working with people that are abundant mindset or lacking. And if they're lacking, they don't necessarily value other people. They're looking at the dollars. They're not looking at what all could this person do to impact my life or to impact my business? And what am I willing to pay for that? I mean, we've paid tens of thousands of dollars to get value out of other people to pour into our business. What sets us apart, especially you give, and I do in regards to just talking wealth building through real estate or through other real estate agents in particular, I pour a lot of value into them. But that value, you can't even, what is the dollar amount of that? It's invaluable. But when you give it away for free, that makes people loyal to you.
Absolutely.
But some people, and know that those are just not your people, if they don't see the value that you're giving them, don't allow them to steal your joy and to diminish and quiet the voice you have inside because that one person doesn't see it. You just need to share more of it and know that more people will come to you that value you and be loyal to you. And I think that's where it's hard as a business owner sometimes is we have 10 people that value us and that are loyal to us. And then we have that one person who we're just a number to that doesn't see our value, that maybe is only going to buy one thing from us. Like at this phase of our life, those aren't our people.
No.
Where before you and I are so, what's the word? Stubborn.
We want everybody to be our people.
We want everybody to be our people. We would fight and try to like command loyalty from that person.
Even if we lost money.
Even if we lost money, when it was never ours in the first place.
But you can't fix those people that don't have the same principles as us.
Right.
And
so,
I've not tried to anymore.
What would you have told your younger self though?
I think that just comes with time.
I think it comes with time, maturity, and belief in yourself.
Right.
Honestly, if you don't value yourself, it's hard for other people to value.
Well, hang on. I think that also just comes with time of acquiring more customers.
Yeah.
When you believe so deep, I believe so deeply in myself that I know if I'm not for you, then I am for someone else.
Yeah.
So now that person doesn't bother me that used to bother me when I was younger because my track record proves itself. I have people flying to me from around the world to build their gym. That should say something. So if the person locally don't want to use the person in their backyard, by all means, go somewhere else. No problem at all. And that's the sad part about life because some people maybe locally don't want to see your success. And that's just life.
Or they just haven't seen you.
Right.
There was like 2 points I wanted to make in response to that. One is you're visible in your world to a lot of gym owners around the world. Here locally, unless they follow you or go to the gym, you're not as visible. So you can't fault them for not seeing your value because maybe they just haven't been exposed to it.
Sure.
You can't, I think it's a gift and a curse. You have to always stay humble.
Sure.
And lead your business with humility and be patient with those people who don't know the business you have or don't know to value you. That's where you have to slow down and like speak wisdom and show your value, not expect it, like show your value to them. And then the second point I wanted to make was I remember like early on in real estate, one of the things that like stuck with me, and this will be relative to any business, is when you're diligent in building a pipeline of knowing like that business is going to be coming, the people that don't value that you lose don't hurt as much. I think when you have somebody that comes along that doesn't value, that doesn't choose you, that goes and buys gym equipment from somewhere else or works with another real estate agent, it hurts so much deeper when you don't have other stuff you know coming. And then that's when those people derail you. When it's like, okay, that was my one egg in the basket, but you have 10 other eggs over here. That one egg doesn't hurt as bad.
Right.
You know, so I think as a business owner, the point I'm trying to make here is make sure that you're always building your business to the next level where one person saying no to you doesn't derail you and make you lose your focus.
Well, that's what I was going to talk on. You cannot just rely off, let's say, a handful of people to be just because they're loyal, because maybe like in your world, they're not just going to buy another deal for the next 10, 15 years. That's no problem. But at the end of the day, you always need to acquire new customers because you may lose some by default that they're not building another gym, that whatever it may be.
And I think, twofold to that. No matter your business, you need to be diverse. You can't have all your eggs in one basket.
Sure.
Let's talk like COVID in Steven's business or even real estate in my business. When COVID hit and we have a pivotal world change, our focus primarily before was gym owners.
Just gym owners.
And then all of a sudden, the ugly C word hits and we have to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
It took us a minute. And our business model went from selling maybe a couple gyms a week to hundreds of people a day.
Well, if you
weren't
remember,
set up for.
and it just happened to be the right time,
But you fought it a little bit because you were being loyal to your gyms. Do you remember? You were like, why are gyms closed? And gym owners were calling you like, why are we having to go through this?
Well, I had bought the local gym.
Yeah.
That was 48,000 square feet in an old grocery store. And I had done that sale and I transitioned it to the warehouse. On the same week, gyms were closing, literally. And I couldn't believe how many homeowners were coming. And it was honestly the perfect storm. But if I wouldn't have been doing that, and here was the thing, let's talk about loyalty of this. People were pulling up from around the world. I remember a couple out of Texas, Ohio, New York, all
over the world.
All over the world.
It was
driving in. And literally 90% of the time, they would say this, oh, Stephen, my gym owner told us to come.
Yeah.
That's where the gym owner referred his people to his guy, me. And I mean, it gives me cold chills talking about it because in that moment, I'm like, damn, these people are loyal to me.
But the gym owner was suffering.
But he was still looking after his people because he knows gym people are like crackheads in the sense of like, they got to work out.
Well, when they're used to working out, the people that were coming were heavy into fitness.
Right.
And they were used to working out on commercial grade equipment. They were not going to be happy going to Dick's Sporting Goods to get a squat rack.
Right.
It's not the same.
Right.
And that's, as much as we love the convenience of what some of the big conglomerates can do, they're never going to provide you the value, the support, and the loyalty of pouring back into you that a small mom and pop is.
And here's the thing, talk about loyalty. I didn't price gouge anyone during that time like a lot of gym equipment people were doing.
Yeah, we left a lot of money on the table during
purposely.
that time, purposely, but we were being fulfilled because we were helping people like stay physically and mentally tough through a very challenging time.
And they stayed with me after COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Or kept buying years later. And to me, I would rather keep a customer than hit a home run. I've always preached to everybody I hit singles. I never want to rip anyone off or do anything to make them feel a certain way. In fact, if I mess up, and it happens, that I didn't mean to, meaning like ship the wrong thing or whatever. I mean, if you sell 1,000 things, you don't think one thing can get misconstrued? Yes, it
You're
can.
in a people business, you're going to have mistakes.
Right. I'm going to over deliver next time or whatever for that customer just to show them, hey, I'm sorry. And I'll tell them that, hey, I'm going to make this up to you. But I think that's also gaining loyalty long-term.
I think things that I've done in my real estate business that have made people loyal to me is I'm in this stage of my life now where I'm like a generational agent. I'm helping little kids that were little kids when I first helped their parents buy houses. But I've stayed just really in communication with those people. I think sometimes we think it takes these lavish gifts and these wow events. Those are great. People just want to know that you're staying connected with them and checking in with them during life's most beautiful moments or life status moments. So whether it's somebody getting married, somebody having a baby, oftentimes sends gifts, but sometimes just acknowledging those things. When somebody passes away, I'm definitely sensitive to grief. I'll send flowers or just a beautiful little note, like just staying in touch and knowing that you haven't forgotten them. Recognizing them, following them on social media, staying up to date, what's happening with their family. That goes much further than anything you could possibly imagine because we live in such a busy world where a lot of people just don't stay in connection with their agent or with the people that they bought gym equipment from. But if you can find ways that keep you connected to those people, they will stay loyal to you forever because you've planted a good seed in them.
Or even when somebody's in need. I mean, I can name 4 or 5 GoFundMes lately that I don't even think we told the people that we gave them. I told Amber, I'm like, hey, Amber, click this link and donate this money. And we've done that several times. One the other day I didn't even know you donated to that I was about to tell you to donate to, because I haven't sometimes spoke to these people in years, but that's a way of they're going to eventually see that you care.
Yeah, you planted a seed when they were in need.
And they'll never forget that.
We've also been very, very loyal to people that have been good to us during hard times. I will never, ever forget Arthur from Hardwoods Unlimited. It was your business. We weren't even super serious at the time. We were together maybe a year and a half? Maybe 2 years. We were wanting to change out the flooring in one of the sides of our business.
No, he kept harassing me, saying I had old, dirty brown carpet.
Yeah, and I still can see it
in my nutrition store
where we're making smoothies and doing all that.
And I kept telling him I can't afford new floor.
And we couldn't afford new floors. And we went to Ohio for maybe Thanksgiving.
Well, he kept telling me he's going to build me a showroom.
Yeah,
and which was total bullshit. He kept telling me he's going to get them to provide him the floor.
Yeah,
and damn if we didn't leave and we come home and I have brand new hardwood floors in my business. And I was shocked.
But if we've ever needed flooring, and anybody I've ever known needed flooring, like there is no other option.
Before he retired, did we pay him back tenfold?
Yeah.
Not just on
willingly.
Not just on ours, because I never forgot what he done for me.
Never. And just think, like, where do you need to look up and maybe make better decisions and be loyal to people like that? And you know, he's done real estate business with me. I've given him a lot of business.
Absolutely.
Whenever we do need something, we're first on the list. We don't have to wait. Right. We get a good price.
That to me is everything.
Everything. And that's what loyalty does. Like,
if we have an electrical problem in our house, I mean, I remember one recently, and I have several guys technically that I could call, but one of my friends, literally, you remember, he was there in 30 minutes, and we had this line cut across our driveway. And he said, "Man, you do so much for me." I said, "What do I owe you?" He said, "Man, get me later. Like, we're good."
And we're not loyal for those reasons, but I mean, there are benefits to being loyal.
I was so shocked. I was like, no. I was like, but I mean, it didn't take him 5 minutes, but the principle was he was Johnny on the spot there. Call somebody Friday afternoon at 6 p.m. and see if they want to show up to do something that's detrimental, or we have a camera go out at a business or something like that. I always try to do local business when it comes to the service contract.
And certain like building supplies we do local. There's really, besides like kids stuff, there's not really anything that we don't do local here.
At the gym, I think we have 6 different HVAC companies that are all personal friends of ours. Do we not try to always refer all of them business at different places? Yeah. And even in our businesses, we use this guy for the house, this guy for this business, to purposely spread out the love, because obviously we can't give everybody everything, but we always try to go above and beyond for our people.
I think there's also what most people don't realize. When you work with the same person time and time again, the process gets simple. Yep. You know what to expect. It causes less stress. It's predictable. Like, we've never changed our insurance. We're just loyal to the same doctors, the same dentist, because they've been good to us too. But we also know what we're going to get. You know, go work with another real estate agent.
So to even speak about loyalty, and I won't, but our dentist, which he's now retired, and the son took over the practice. My wife right here has a major infection in a tooth. I'll never get it. And we are training our dentist. And at the time, I don't even go there. And this is over 15 years ago. And I probably wasn't going to the dentist as I should, because I couldn't really afford it.
Yeah, that was my problem.
And I'll never get it. And I don't know if we were just in the middle of the gym talking, and he wrote her a prescription because he looked at it and he was like, "Amber, you need to get this." She was in pain, and he just like done it right there. Look, we didn't go to the office or nothing. Wrote her a prescription. Then he got her in, I think, the next day to work on you. There was no charge at the time.
I'm paying him back tenfold. My son just had 4 cavities.
Yeah. So. We've done paid back, but that is something that
I'll never forget that. And that's why I stay loyal to him. I also will never forget the experience he gave me. I was like 41 weeks pregnant working at our gym because we had an unloyal employee bail out on us when I was 41 weeks pregnant. And he felt bad for me. And he went out and got his guitar and came in and like serenaded me with Jimmy Buffett music. But I'll never forget that. Yeah. You know, I think we sometimes think it has to be dollars. It's not dollars.
And I still love to see them.
It's how people make you feel. That's what keeps people loyal.
Everybody's
to you.
Always about the money.
No.
And to me, you remember many times at our house. We could have went cheaper over here, but I normally would go the more expensive because I like this person. People,
Cheap
and
is
we
not
should
in your
probably,
vocabulary.
right. Well, we should probably end it with this. People buy from people. It is not always about the money. And so,
I think people buy from people more than you realize.
absolutely.
And I think the more you value yourself and the more that you're confident and share your value, and really the more you go above and beyond and make people feel seen, they stay committed and loyal to you.
I think that, yes, people buy from people, but it's exactly what you said. People, especially when they get comfortable with you and they trust you, if you can build that trust. I have celebrity clients who don't even ask me a price. And Amber will tell you that literally take a photo of their credit card and send it to me.
Trust is earned, though. It's not given.
Talk about trust.
Yeah.
And let me tell y'all, when I have clients like that, I go above and beyond for them. And I really do them a solid because they're so easy to work with. If you are ever a pain in someone's ass, I always tell people, they're probably not going to work with you. And if they do, you're probably not getting the best deal if you're micromanaging and nitpicking every little thing.
You get back what you give.
Yes.
And I think the more love and the more value and the more you make people feel seen and felt, you're going to get that back in return. So if you're struggling in your business, maybe you need to be loving on people and providing people more value. And if you're one of those people that just feels ick, maybe it's you. Maybe you need to be the one that doesn't nitpick people, that really just sees people and values people more too.
Well, I'll end it with this one. Anytime there's a car problem, and we have several people, but anytime, like let's just say you had a flat tire and we need this or something's wrong with the car, I love being able to pick up the phone and instantly know my wife's taken care of. Or Adam is going to be like, Steven, don't stress. Bring me the car. I got it.
And I'm usually like 911. I need help before my husband finds out about this.
Yeah.
Can you please help me?
Yeah.
But it's such a blessing to have those people in our life where we're not calling a million people.
It's such a blessing.
Wondering if somebody going to screw us over on price
no.
or just not do a good job. Like good, loyal business owners are an essential in our life.
Mark will laugh at me and be like, don't worry. Bring me the car. And I'm like, I'm so thankful for those people in my life. And that's where we have paid them back tenfold too. And by referral business, sometimes by us sending so much business, they're really going to look after us. And nothing,
we would do the same.
Right. But nothing makes you feel better than, to me, I love helping someone else's business. I think it's such a big deal. So anyways, if you like loyalty and like this podcast, please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.